Growing up in Kenya, my sister and I were very close. But like any sisters, we fought a lot. She always got new clothes, and I always got hand-me-downs. Now, she's putting her children through school in Kenya. We still fight sometimes, especially when I send money for the kids. I tell her, buy some clothes for the younger one, and we both laugh.
With nearly 500,000 locations, our app and online, this is moving money for better.
Hi, this is the Dean of the Old School, Olorioko of the Fountain of Knowledge, here to tell you to continue watching, the doctor with the political diagnosis, the professor of satire, Dr. Njakiri Damage.
Welcome to the show. My name is Dr. Damages. We're coming to you from the greatest city in the world.
New York City!
Yes. New York City is so great that even our subway is not letting Hillary Clinton have an easy ride to the presidency of the United States. Oh, yeah. She came to New York and took a trip and had to swipe her Metro card 5 times before she was allowed to pass through. 5 times. You know what? I don't know if there was no one inside. You know what? Watch. I know. 5 times. Does that mean that she will run for president of the United States 5 times before she finally gets there? Is that what it means? I don't know. You know what? Let's call somebody whom I know. Let's call Prophet T.B. Joshua.
Hey, T.B.
Yeah, let's see.
T.B. himself.
Yeah. Hello. Hello. No. Prophet T.B. Joshua.
Yes.
That's his church? Okay, yeah. I want to talk to him. What? He's busy cleaning some Panamanian mess?
Whoa!
He had some mess in Panama that he's. I got it. You are. Okay. I'll let him be. Let him clean up the mess. I'll call on that time. Okay. He couldn't help us. The guy is cleaning up some mess that he had in Panama. So did you guys see the debate between Hillary and Bunny? Did you guys see that?
Yes.
Oh, it was
That's
wonderful.
right.
Finally, the 2 New Yorkers, they deployed the fireworks in their arsenal. Watch.
You supported raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour.
Wait a minute.
That's just not
Come
accurate.
on. I have stood
Wolf,
on the debate stage
can I-
with Senator Sanders 8 prior times.
Excuse me.
I have
Wolf,
said the
Secretary,
exact same
Senator,
thing.
please.
I know. Do you know why they were on each other's throats? Do you know? Jay-Z reminded us of that. What is that song again? In New York, yeah. In New York, yeah. You see, if you make it in New York, you will make it anywhere.
Yes. Oh.
They know that if they win in New York, they are the candidate for president.
So that's true.
For Democrats, yeah. Meanwhile, Donald Trump did not have it easy in New York City.
Hey.
No. Even though he was
New Yorker
leading,
now.
he's a New Yorker. Even though he was leading by a wide margin, New Yorkers still gave him a piece of their mind.
Hey.
Watch.
Refugees coming in, we have to create lists. We have to create lists. We have refugees coming in, and we have to create lists.
I know. You know, it's only New Yorkers that you find that will be bold enough to call Trump a bigot.
Yeah.
Only New Yorkers. They don't care that he's from
call
here.
him that?
They called him a bigot.
Oh.
Now, in a related story, Austria is planning to seize the house where Hitler was born.
Hey.
You know Hitler, the house where he was. They're planning to seize it. Yeah. For a long time, the Austrian government had leased the house from the owner. Until 2011, it was used as a home for disabled people. I know, home for disabled people. Are they trying to say something about Hitler's cognitive ability? Are they? I don't know. It may be a parable, yeah. Now, turning Hitler's home into home for disabled is like using a childhood home of a Two-Face. As home for women who are recovering baby factory workers. You see the connection? You know. Anyway. So when the Australian government wanted to renovate the house, The owner said, no, we can't give you permission to do that. Now it's becoming attractive to Nazi sympathizers. They're now going there, and the government says, we are going to seize the house.
Hey.
I tell you, 100 years from now, the Trump Towers it may undergo the same fate. The government of America may say, we are seizing this house because it's becoming attractive to... Anyway. Talking about people doing disgusting things. A woman in Texas was caught on camera stealing a ring off a dead woman's finger.
way.
Oh yeah. In America here. No. It happened in a funeral home and was caught on a video. Watch. I know. That woman thought the ring worn by the dead 88-year-old woman was worth a lot. But the daughter of the dead woman said that it was a plastic fake that is worth only $10. I know. Can you imagine that? And the daughter said this, and I quote, "It makes me sick to my stomach. And it's horrible. Yeah, I wish and I hope they catch that woman." Yeah, that's what she said, yeah. Talking about things making me sick. Djibouti's president has just won 4th time in office. In Chad, Idris Deby won 5th time in office. I know. In the next African meeting, you have Museveni, Kagame, and the rest of them having a good laugh. Looking at the new kid on the block. Muhammadu Buhari, they'll be looking at him, oh, this is the new guy. We've been here for a long time. I know. Terrible people. Now, so last week, Prophet T.B. Joshua's name appeared on the Panama Papers. It happens that the man of God has been hiding money in offshore shell accounts. I know. The question is why? It's not like he pays taxes on tithes that he collects from the rich and the poor. It made me wonder if his account in heaven is full and he had to open one in hell. Sorry, open one in shell, something like that. Because something must have happened. In any case, I won't blame him. I don't blame him. It really explains something that has been bothering me for a long time. In the past, prophets, they used to go straight to heaven without dying, like Elijah. Yeah, but now, since they started hiding tithes money in shell companies, they die like ordinary people like you and I.
Wow.
It's not funny?
Wow.
Anyway, T.B. Joshua also this week predicted there will be a terrorist attack in Ghana and Nigeria. Either on Wednesday or Thursday or Friday or Saturday. It's happening. No. He said it's going to happen. Maybe this week or next month or next year. Or 5 years time. He didn't see his Panama Papers coming out, but he saw this one. I know. Unlike T.B. Joshua, Chris Oyakhilome also has this offshore accounting. But he said it's understandable. I understand why he did that. He knew that his wife won the fight for divorce. And he wanted to hide his money somewhere that no divorce court judge could reach. Because looking at his hair and all this oil he was wrapping on, he knew that eventually the wife would be tired of touching this oil. Now, the question I have is this. If T.Y. Danjuma, you know him, that general, if he was the one that taught David Mark how to hide money in Panama, and David Mark taught Saraki how to hide money, who taught Prophet T.B. Joshua how to hide money?
What? That dialogue is now.
Who? I think it's the spirit of deceit. It must be something. It's something.
They do like...
Yeah, talking about spirits. Now, this is a public service announcement for all you Nigerians. Listen carefully to me. People have been writing me. They've been saying, Dr. Damages, why are we in this mess that we are in today?
Wow.
Well, I'll answer the question. For the first time here, I was touched. It wasn't just because of oil prices going down that we're in trouble. The main reason why we are where we are today is because the money we pay our political office holders and appointees are outrageous. You guys know that, but let me explain to you because you don't know the details. According to one report, over 85% of government overhead goes to 1% of our political office holders
Hey.
and their appointees. Yeah, 1%. They take 85%. Here is an example. In 2012, May 2012, the then Governor Rotimi Amaechi signed a bill called the Rivers State Governor and Deputy Governor Pension and Fringe Benefit Bill 2012.
Hey.
It guarantees Amaechi and his deputy 100% of their basic pay. 100%. Yeah. For life. It demands that River State should build a house for them in Abuja and River State, anywhere they want it. It said that they will get 300% funding of any furniture of their choice. Now, other benefits are things like free medical treatment for them anywhere in the world and their families. Security details that must include 2 SSS officers and 8 policemen. Also, they are getting domestic staff like cook, driver, steward, gardener, girlfriends, boyfriend, everything.
What if they want to use it?
Boyfriend,
Private jet.
everything. Now, this is almost a carbon copy of what they gave to Lagos State Governor and the deputy. They just award it to themselves. And all the other state governors and their deputies and people like speakers of the House and the members of the House of Assembly, they just give themselves these things.
My God.
So in the last 16 years, you can imagine how much is bleeding out of state government coffers. And every governor that comes in, they have to honor this to ensure that when they leave, they get their own pay. It is the biggest secret of our democracy. That's the real dividend of democracy they are talking about. That is, of course. One governor in the north was not sure that this money will be there for long. Guess what he did? He started paying himself pension while in office. I know. These are wonderful people. The monkey business like this is one reason why they don't like openness and transparency.
Yes, now.
They don't want you to see. They don't want you to see what they are hiding, how they are sharing your money. That is why we are in this mess. Yeah. Now, talking about smart people who make laws for Nigeria. Have you seen this lawmaker called Honorable Mohammed Gudaji Kazaure? Do you know the guy?
Yes.
He's from Jigawa State, a member of the Nigerian House of Representatives from the APC. By virtue of that, he's a member of what he called the Government of Change. I know. He is the most passionate lawmaker you will ever see.
So how can we force government to lift the embargo, which we inherited this issue, we inherited it from the past administration.
A former DSP in the Nigerian Police Force.
And we have a computer wizard in Nigeria. Even in my local government, Kazaure, because I have Institute of Computer there.
He knows why dollar is he knows why dollar he knows why dollar is rising and how to preserve sophisticated rice.
But what happened is we don't have a sophisticated rice mills
for unemployment of our youths in our developmental countries.
Wow.
I'm not making it up. The man cannot oppose Buhari because he said that Buhari had only 2 houses and some cows.
Still now, our economic is doing like this. It's doing like this. It's blinking, shaking. So, if not because of this strong man, General Buhari, is about to sink in. He have nothing except his house in Kaduna and this Daura and these cows in the farm.
He has gathered 100 people in the House of Rep who are against corruption.
We are about 100 people that we are against the corruption.
His salaries and allowances are okay. Jokes apart, this is a very intelligent man.
I'm very intelligent. Very, very intelligent. So I will try my best.
There's nobody like this. Have you listened to anybody like this? No, there's nothing like that.
Open your mouth.
If I were him, I would damn the consequences and speak in my local language. No, that way, the language will not distract his listeners from the passionate things he's talking about, the substance of his argument. Now, believe me, I prefer this man to Honorable Patrick Obahiagbon. Look at the two of them. Watch the two of them.
This country was deposited in a cul-de-sac of economic quagmire political phantasmagoria, and social caligolegory.
But what happened is we don't have a sophisticated rice mills.
This Nigeria self. This Nigeria self. This is a segment we call Secrets of
Picture.
It's based on the premise that a picture is worth more than 1,000.
Wait.
Now, the first picture you're looking at is that of Buhari, Oshibanjo, the vice president, and the minister for budget and planning, Udoma. They were scrutinizing the budget of 2016. I'm sure you noticed that they have electric, they have light in that room. You can't scrutinize anything without electricity. Now they know. Maybe they will give Nigerians electric to help them and Nigerians to scrutinize their own budgets. What do you think?
I think it's a good idea.
I think it's a good idea. Now, the second picture is that of President Jonathan taken at the funeral of the former governor of Bayelsa State. Yeah, Mama Pigs. Yeah.
There is God.
Most Nigerians went there to make sure that Alamesia was dead. They wanted to see the man in a coffin. But they ended up being shocked for a different reason. Just seeing this picture of President Jonathan powdered up.
Wow.
The makeup was too much.
Wow.
Mama Peace. I greet you. We miss you. We miss you. Life has not been entertaining since you left. This Aisha of a first lady is not entertaining. Nothing. She wore watch one day and that's it. Nothing. Mere first lady. You are a woman of substance. We miss you.
She's just a mere wife of
Nothing else. Anyway, the third picture you're looking at is that of Unilag students leaving their hostels after the university was shut down due to they were protesting over lack of power, water, and clean toilets. They said there's no clean toilet in the school. Yeah. By the way, looking at the way they were jumping over walls, there's one Unilag alumni here. The way they were jumping over walls, I think they are rehearsing. They are rehearsing how to be a member of the National Assembly. Because to be a member of the National Assembly, you have to learn how to jump walls. And just imagine that Unilag, they were looking for foreign students. How will foreign students, after looking at you jumping the wall to go home, how will they apply to come to Unilag? Apply to come to Unilag. Oh, Lord help us. Here are the stories making headline news across Nigeria this week. I'm not one chance president. Change is coming, says Buhari. Yeah, he's reassuring Nigerians that change is coming. And Nigerians, they said to him, if you say so, we don't care. As far as we know, 2019 is coming. Did you get that? Yeah, Nigerians, all they care is that 2019 is coming. If you don't bring the change, the same thing they did to Jonathan. Nimasa ex-director general, appointed by Buhari and 8 others, stole 645 million. What? Says EFCC. I mean, this is in our own eyes. In our own 645 million in less than one year. Wow. This tells you this. While you are catching the past thieves, new ones I imagine, they are beginning to steal more anymore. Yeah, can you imagine that? Look at his face. Look at his face.
Where the money is going.
Yeah? He couldn't even shave very well. Anyway, we are very lucky to have a president who is not mentioned in the Panama Papers, says El Rufai. You know El Rufai? Yeah. That small governor. That small governor, yeah. Now, for those who do not know, El Rufai is the governor who won't publicly declare his own assets. Yeah. But he's telling us that we are lucky to have a president who, maybe, do you know whether his name is even in that Panama Papers?
I don't know.
New ones we are watching the Monaco papers. There are many papers coming out soon, and we find out. I'm a businessman, not a politician, says Atiku. You know Atiku, the former vice president. I'm like, get out of here. When did that happen? After the Panama Papers came out, the man said, that's it, my friends. I'm a businessman, not a politician. We are waiting for the Monaco papers. Just stay there.
There's another one coming.
There's another one coming. Yeah. Babangida has been calling London everywhere, trying to see, can we stop it? Tribute to Alamesia. Nigeria will never be the same for me without you, says James Ibori. Do you know James Ibori? For James Ibori to take time off from his busy schedule in London prison to say this, that tells you that there is truly honor among thieves. There's honor among thieves. Can you imagine to take time off? I don't have time here, but from prison, busy. It's touching. I'm touched. I'm touched. I am not finished with my job for Nigeria, says former President Goodluck Jonathan. Of course. The hero of democracy. He's not finished. We need someone to lead prison reform from inside Nigeria's prison. No, he needs to go there and lead the reform. He has jobs to do. True? He's the man of the year for Vanguard. Wow. I feel your pains, Buhari tells Nigerians. Hey, yeah? I'm like, feel what? What do you feel when you have 8 luxury planes that fly you around in the presidential fleet? What do you feel? 8. Does he know where they buy fuel? How can you feel when you don't go online to buy fuel? I feel your pain. Anyway, I won't resign, says Saraki.
Nonsense.
No, it's a good point. The man said, whatever you guys say, I'm not resigning. Which leaves us with one option. To keep praying, fasting, tweeting, and writing press releases. Yeah, that's what we do. Other countries, people go on the street and say, you have to go.
Yes.
Our own, we... Retweet. Nonsense. Buhari forced me to contest as governor. Hey, yeah. El Rufai is telling us that Buhari forced him. And I'm like, oh, dear President Buhari, can you also force him to declare his assets publicly? Please. If you know how you force him to be governor, can you force him to do that for us? Please. Buhari forced me. If you don't want, resign. Nonsense. Many Nigerian pastors are fake and they are not called by God, says Ayo Oriso-Jafo. You know him? The former CAN president. Yeah.
He's the original one.
No. He also said that they turned the church into a business and live flamboyant life. I'm like, don't laugh. He was talking to the man in the mirror. He was just looking at the mirror and talking. I'm talking to the man in the mirror. He was talking to the man in the mirror. They live flamboyant. When is he going to change this? Is the uniform, red, and the necklace and bling bling that he wears. They're living flamboyant lives. Look at.
He's only God said, Pastor.
Growing up in Kenya, my sister and I were very close. But like any sisters, we fought a lot. She always got new clothes, and I always got hand-me-downs. Now she's putting her children through school in Kenya. We still fight sometimes, especially when I send money for the kids. I tell her, buy some clothes for the younger one, and we both laugh.
With nearly 500,000 locations, our app and online, this is moving money for better.
It's time for your email. How was your weekend?
It was great.
It was
I had
great.
Fun in Boston.
You had fun in Boston, yeah. You met your fans, yeah.
Thank you for the iPhone, okay?
That was wonderful. Were you impressed by the men you saw there? Were you impressed? You can tell them. They can't do anything to you now.
I think it was the other way around.
I got it. It took me time. You know I'm slow. After Boston, I became slow. They gave me some things. Some things I drank and I became slow.
What happens in Boston stays in Boston.
Because there was time she disappeared, like 3 hours.
Doctor, what happens in Boston stays in Boston.
Okay. Do we have emails?
Yes, we do, doctor.
Okay, let's hear them, please.
Okay, our first email is from Aliyu Buhari. He writes.
Wait, Aliu.
Listen, I'm just reading the email.
Okay.
I heard the last name and then I was like, okay. So he writes, Dear Dr. Damages, let me ask you a question. Is the Nigerian government fighting corruption or inviting it? Because until now, the guy didn't say anything about the Shiite group whom his army killed.
Oh.
Let him show an example.
That's a good point. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friend. My friend, thank you so much for this email. It's very important. When we say that Nigerian government is unfair, different people disagree until they become victim of that injustice.
Hey!
It is in all of our interest to insist on equity and fairness, irrespective of who is at the receiving end. It may be others today, but tomorrow it may be us. I treat Tomato Joss well today because even though I'm rich, the rich doctor, she's just a managing nurse, But I realize that tomorrow things might change and she may become rich and I will start polishing her shoes. That's why I treat her well. You have to be fair to people. That's the point. Next.
Woo! Our second email is from Gerard Anderson.
Oh, that's my friend.
That doesn't sound very African.
No, it's a cover-up name.
He writes,
yes.
Dear Dr. Damages, Nigerian youth forget that they are more powerful than the government.
Good point.
They need to come out in mass and organize peaceful protests and make these sinister leaders uncomfortable. There's enough money in Nigeria, believe it or not.
Wow.
My problem is that these clueless leaders with their long kaftans made decisions like their future generations will live in Nigeria, stealing and buying bulletproof cars to protect themselves from the criminals their bad policies created.
Wow.
They don't care about us. They have led this country in a debacle, and this insubordination must be punished without impunity. Lastly, Tomato just sounds Sierra Leonean. I beg, give us political brouhaha from that sound. The internet not there. Watch your mouth, oh, watch your mouth.
You got it right.
He said, just kidding. I believe there's a madman in your audience. Though. Funny guys. Respect guys. Yep.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friend. Your observations, they were right.
Of course.
About Nigeria, about the madman in the audience. But about Tomato Joss and the country, I am not allowed to say anything. My mouth is sealed.
You should be careful.
I don't want trouble.
Yes? Our third email is from Raji Omar from Abuja.
Oh, Raji, he's our friend,
Hi, Oga Dr. Damages. During Goodluck Jonathan's campaign in 2015, he said change is never easy.
Did he say that? Oh, yeah, he did, I remember.
It was not easy for Martin Luther King Jr. It was not easy for Lee Kuan Yew. They stoned him.
What?
It was not easy for Nelson Mandela.
Where is he going?
It was not easy for Barack Obama.
Okay.
Jonathan didn't know the way to change. Nothing worthwhile ever is. And Buhari is changing it slowly and steadily.
What?
He improved power supply. I have to keep a straight face.
Let's be serious.
You must stop. I have to keep a straight face when I read this, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Improve power supply.
Okay.
Employment underway.
Police recruitment.
Water supply becoming steady.
Water. The tanker. Okay.
Encouraging. You're messing me up. I must keep a straight face.
Okay, let's do that.
Encouraging made in Nigeria goods. World constructions underway.
Yes.
Refineries functioning.
Okay.
Dollar rises, but the bomb blasts no more.
That's a good point.
Ghost workers no longer in the offices but in their graves. Dasuki gates open in Kaju prison with more inmates.
Wow.
Biggest budget ever passed.
Repatriation
in our looted money, $200 billion from UAE.
The money has come? Okay, go ahead.
Baba Buhari, keep on doing your good job.
Wow.
Please, Nigerians, let's give Baba Buhari time. I believe he will still pay 5,000 naira to our unemployed youth.
There are many here, they are waiting for that money. My friend, thank you so much. I like. It's good to be optimistic. I think it's a healthy thing. No, it's a healthy thing. But I hold off when it threatens to turn me into a super fan or maybe a groupie of a politician, any politician. There are lots that people on the other side will disagree with your presentation. A lot, like the refinery working. But it needed to be said, we need eternal vigilance and healthy dose of skepticism and critical diagnosis and constructive criticism. Yeah, the guy,
Who is that?
the same madman, and not more psychophancy.
Hey!
There's enough of that already. That's all I'm saying. But you're on point, Yeah, you're on point. Next.
Our fourth email is from Ayola Dada.
That's our friend. He wrote last week, I think. Yeah.
He writes, Hi, Doc. Please help us ask Nigerian Vice President to tell us the name of the person that promised 5,000 naira for unemployed youth. And please diagnose Governor Fashola. How do you say his name? Fasshola's plan for Osun workers.
Osun workers. Okay, I remember that. Yeah. Thank you, my man. You see, the APC people, they said that a billboard made that promise about 5,000 naira.
A billboard?
Not them, not in their manifesto. It was a billboard. They don't know who put up the billboard. So, and that was during the campaign, during the election. Yeah. Now, if you remember,
APC,
there's a member of APC.
Look at that.
He's a member of APC.
Look at that.
But let me tell you, during that campaign, there was a small boy who was screaming, "Forget what is written on the bus and enter the bus."
Hey!
Unfortunately, some of us did not pay attention to the boy.
Hey!
And we still entered the bus. Now this is where we are. Yeah. Now, the result was the same for the both people who entered and those who didn't enter. As for Osun State, the abracadabra that the governor has been doing is coming to an end. The abracadabra is ending. Osun workers will soon be seen shouting, "Mayday, Mayday, Mayday, Mayday." The government is broke. No, they are broke. They don't have money. They won't be able to pay next. Yeah. So, next.
That's all the time we have.
That's all the time we have for emails. Please keep sending your emails to
drdamages@gmail.com.
and follow us on Twitter at
Dr. Damages.
Now, here is my concern for today. It's taken from page 419 of the book God Does Not Play a Dice by Albert Einstein. And it says, strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. This is good. Until next week, I'm Dr. Damages. I diagnose.
You heal yourself.
That's deep. Yeah. So we want to thank all our fans that came out to see us in Boston.
Shout out to you.
We appreciate all you guys.
Yes,
you guys were great. And the next place we are going will be Baltimore or somewhere in Maryland.
So in the DMV.
Stand by. We announce that very soon. Okay. Until next week, I'm Dr. Damages. I diagnose.
You heal yourself.
Somebody called him a madman. He's going crazy here. Tomato juice. So
this is the leftover from
Boston. Did your life change after Boston? Did you drink the tea party in Boston? Did you participate in the Boston tea party?
No. I just changed some lives. That's all.
Ooh. Thank you so much for watching. Please, I'm begging you. Can you go and watch more? They asked me to do this, otherwise there won't be. Things are hard. Watch more. In fact, there's somewhere I'm cooking a goose. Subscribe to the Sahara YouTube account. What is the name of the account again? Anyway, subscribe. Whatever they say, subscribe. Click on it. Please. For me. Nice. Thank you.